Soul music in the 1970s was known for its grit and its passion. Towards the end of the decade and into the 1980s, a subgenre known as Quiet Storm shifted the focus of soul and R&B music to a more sensual, laid-back sound. While many would classify Quiet Storm as a radio segment for baby boomers, it is actually much more than that. With its name fittingly originating from Smokey Robinson's 1975 release, A Quiet Storm, this genius fusion of smooth jazz and R&B was the perfect bed for crooners of the era to record the most memorable love songs to date. You could think about it as the bridge between the classic soul of the 70s and the timeless ballads of 90s R&B. Artists like Anita Baker, Sade, Freddie Jackson, and Luther Vandross have pioneered the Quiet Storm sound with an endless list of hits. For our newest release, Silent Storm, we brought out all the stops to ensure that this pack would be one of our most thorough works to date. In order to properly replicate the subgenre of Quiet Storm, we recorded a few different instruments, as well as one-shots for each. This includes 57 one-shots of electric guitar, 27 one-shots of Fender Rhodes, and 20 analog synth one-shots. There are also 10 melodic loops, with stems for each loop, which allow you to chop and arrange as you please. As always, we look to take things to the next level and try to add new features as often as we can. This time around, we knew that no one would be better to record live drums for Silent Storm other than the illustrious Leonard Pudge Tribbett, who is currently the drummer for R&B legend Anita Baker. You'll find that these breaks are tastefully played, with attention to the small yet important details that define the genre. Silent Storm includes 10 different drum breaks recorded and mixed through analog outboard gear. Each break comes in 3 different varieties: warm, saturated, and lo-fi, which means there are actually 30 drum breaks in this pack. In addition, there are 10 kicks, 10 snares, 10 hi-hats, and 5 auxiliary sounds to add to your drum library. Silent Storm is the go-to sample collection when you're looking to add to the softness and sensibility of 80s R&B to your productions. It is available for purchase at the Soul Surplus store. The Fender Rhodes almost exclusively held the sound of Quiet Storm together. What distinguished the Fender Rhodes in the 80s from its use in the 60s and 70s was the addition of the chorus effect. Melodic Loop 6 is laced with a chorused Fender Rhodes, providing the perfect foundation for the gentle but moving bass line and catchy lead. Have a listen. Digital reverb was an important factor in creating the ambience and atmosphere of our favorite love songs of the 80s. It sets the mood and creates a space for the listener to get lost in. Listen to the use of reverb in Melodic Loop 8 and how it creates depth and width in the stereo field between the piano and the guitar. Chorus was not only used on the Fender Rhodes, it was also a popular effect for guitarists of the 80s looking to add a unique modulation effect to their tone. We used a Boss CE2 as our main chorus effect, and it provided very lush tones throughout all of Silent Storm. Listen to the chorus on not only the lead guitar, but the rhythm guitar as well on Melodic Loop 2. As mentioned earlier, each drum break comes in 3 different flavors: lo-fi, saturated, and warm. In drum break 4, notice the differences between the 3 different loops. Lo-fi has a dirty, muted sound in the high end. Saturated has an extended frequency range, but has a sweet drive and broken up sound providing glue to the kick and hi-hat. Warm is the cleanest sound of all the 3, but far from sterile. Take a listen. Silent Storm is a faithful interpretation of classic R&B and Quiet Storm music. Download it today at soulsurplus.com.